Questions and comments, questions et commentaires. The honourable member for Courtenay, Alberni.
First, I want to thank my friend and colleague from Elgin, Middlesex, London. I always appreciate her comments in the House of Commons, regardless of whether I agree with the positions of the Conservative Party, but I really appreciate her enthusiasm. Mr. Speaker, I've been talking a lot about salmon and that the impact that the closures of the chinook salmon are having on British Columbians. This shouldn't be a partisan issue. It should be all parties should be making this a priority, that we invest in enhancement, restoration, and habitat protection, that we invest in bringing back our salmon to abundancy. But Mr. Speaker, we know that question period is a very important place for parties to identify their priorities, especially the official opposition, and it's April 30th, 2019, Mr. Speaker. This Parliament has been sitting for over 3.5 years, and the Conservative Party has not asked one question on Pacific salmon. Mr. Speaker, not one question. This is despite having 9 MPs from British Columbia, 97 MPs. They haven't prioritized this. And Mr. Speaker, I want to ask my colleague to urge her party to join the NDP in making salmon a priority and putting it on a priority in question period for her party as soon as possible, because this is an urgent situation, Mr. Speaker, and for their party, and I know that they have different concerns. They don't support the carbon tax. They've had 700 questions on the carbon tax, and they've had over 350 questions on SNC Lavalin and the scandal that's taking place there. We understand each party has priorities, but I'm urging her and her party to make salmon a priority and to rise in this House of Commons in question period and take on the government to release resources immediately to these fishers that are impacted and support our salmon.
Member for Elgin, Middlesex, London, and 60 seconds or less, please.
Well, thank you very much. I'm a proud resident on the Great Lakes, so I understand the importance of restoration. I understand the importance of keeping our environment clean, and I take your great concern. I do take that into consideration. I'll be sure to share that when we speak in caucus. We're very fortunate because I'm part of a caucus where we actually talk, where we actually sit up in caucus and we actually talk about what we are thinking. We don't have to always agree, and at the end of the day, it's our leader, when he's speaking for all of us, because it is where we're all beginning to agree on different things. So it's really interesting. I'm part of a caucus that I'm very, very proud of, and I will be sure to bring that forward.